You are welcome. I am overjoyed that you have chosen to spend some time with me throughout the course of today. You are about to go on a trip that will lead you through a change in your viewpoint. This change will assist you in comprehending the factors that have been preventing you from achieving certain goals in your life and the reasons why some things have seemed to be so challenging to accomplish. Through the time that we are finished, you will not only have a more profound comprehension of the procedure, but you will also begin to experience a shift that is taking place inside you. You will be able to view not just your thoughts in a new light, but also how your reality has been unfolding around you. Your reality has been forming itself depending on what you have been thinking and feeling, even when you were not completely aware of it. This shift will enable you to see both of these things. Following the implementation of this modification, you will discover that everything begins to come together effortlessly, without the need for any effort or fight. Now, before we get started, I have one thing I would like to request from you: your undivided attention. Allow yourself to enjoy this moment. Keep yourself from being distracted by other things. The information that I am going to impart to you is not only something to acquire. Rather, it is an experience that you will participate in. It is the type of knowledge that, if you really take it in, has the potential to completely alter the course of your life. Consequently, it is imperative that you give yourself this present and remain in the same room with me for the next few minutes. Let's get started. I want you to remember back to a period in your life when you desired something very, very much. Perhaps it was a romantic connection, a professional opportunity, or a personal ambition. You had high hopes for it, you put in the effort to achieve it, and you may have even become obsessed with it. You put all of your effort into making it happen, but no matter what you did, it never materialized in the manner that you had anticipated it would when you did it. Now compare that to a moment when something incredible simply happened to fall into your lap. Something that you did not anticipate or actively seek out the opportunity to get. An accidental meeting or an opportunity that sprang out of nowhere may have been the cause of this possibility. The situation seemed to be easy, as if it had occurred by coincidence, and you did not exert any effort in any way. In your opinion, what causes it to occur? For what reason do some tasks seem to be so challenging to do, while others appear to come to us simply, almost as if by magic? In the background, there is a process that is taking place, one that a lot of people either fail to see or are completely unaware of. Once you have a better understanding of this process, however, you will start to comprehend how it operates, and you will be able to make purposeful use of it in your own life circumstances. Now, allow me to clarify what is taking place. Following the completion of this comprehension, I will inform you of a simple but effective method to initiate the application of this information on purpose. And once you begin putting it into practice, you will see a significant change. Things that you formerly believed were beyond your grasp will begin to come to you in a natural and effortless manner without any effort on your part. Therefore, I urge you to remain here with me, since this is the time when everything might change for you. In this context, the most important fact is that your reality is not occurring to you. Rather, it is responding to you. The majority of individuals are stuck in this situation. They are under the impression that they are waiting for the universe to provide them what they want. But in truth, everyone is waiting for you to arrive. You are not anticipating that things will change around you. Rather, it is you who have the ability to alter the way in which you are seeing the world. Permit me to pose the following question to you. How many times have you desired something so strongly that the more you concentrated on it, the farther away it appeared to get? Nevertheless, as soon as you stopped caring about it, when you let go of the desire or fixation, it appeared all of a sudden, almost as if it had sprung out of nowhere. It seemed to be a miracle. Not a single thing is a coincidence. The technique is carried out in this manner. In the event that you pursue something, get obsessed with it, or persistently search for indications that it may arrive. You are sending a message to the world that you do not yet own it. Also, what does the world around you mirror back to you? Once again, the sensation of deficiency is present, a desire, but not the actualization of that desire. In spite of this, the change occurs the minute you stop attempting to exert control over it, the moment you let go of your obsession, and the moment you stop worrying about it. This is not because you have given up or lost interest. Rather, it is because you have transformed into a version of yourself that already has what it is that you want. And as soon as it occurs, everything begins to fall into place without any effort. When Neville Goddard, a great educator on this topic, remarked, "Assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled, and that assumption, sustained, will harden into fact," he provided a magnificent explanation of this important notion. Permit it to sink in. He did not mention that one should desire for it or hope for it. No, he did not suggest that you should strive to make it happen. He suggested that we take it for granted. There is a difference between effort and assumption. I am aware of that. When you make the assumption that something is already yours, there is no longer any reason to engage in the pursuit of it. It is not necessary for you to look for indications or speculate about when it will arrive. It is already there in your state of thought. Because of this, the most important thing is to do nothing. It seems to go against common sense, doesn't it? However, the reality is that when you stop trying to force things to happen, and when you stop trying to make it happen, then is when things begin to flow toward you in an easy manner. When you cease attempting to exert control over the result, you make room for reality to change under your watch. When you allow yourself to quit meddling with the process, everything starts to fall into place in accordance with your wishes. You have undoubtedly seen that the things that you want so badly seem to take an interminable amount of time to arrive, whilst the things that you don't really care about appear with relative ease the majority of the time. Is that the case? This is due to the fact that when you are not concerned, you are not obstructing the flow of energy. There is no attempt on your part to micromanage the way things evolve. There are no tense anticipations or waiting that takes place. Additionally, while you are in that condition, the universe is able to react without any opposition. The progression of events occurs in a natural way. Now that you have this information, you may be thinking, how can I use this knowledge to bring everything I desire into my life without giving the impression that I don't care? Because, let's face it, you can't simply pretend to be detached from anything. It is not possible to sit there and declare, "Okay, I don't care anymore," while on the inside you are still waiting, hoping, and keeping an eye out for warning signals. Because the universe does not react to what you say, but rather to how you genuinely feel. You cannot put on an act of letting go because the cosmos does not respond to what you say. The question now is, how can you really let go? How do you disconnect yourself without making it happen? What are some ways that you might completely quit seeking something, not from a place of struggle, but from a place of serenity, faith, and the knowledge that it is already yours? After you have gained this understanding, everything will be different for you. Your thinking of, "I need this to happen," is precisely what is blocking you from going ahead with your life. If you keep asking yourself questions like, "Where is it?" or "Why isn't it here yet?" you are just serving to reinforce the reality that it is not present in this location. It is a fact that if you had it, you would not be seeking it in the first place. You wouldn't have the feeling that you need to check on it all the time or worry when it will arrive. In order to make a change in your reality, the first thing you need to do is give up the quest. At this very moment, let go of the urge to direct the outcome of the situation. Put an end to looking for it. As soon as you carry out these steps, you will see a difference. As soon as you stop obstructing the flow of things into your life, you will find that they begin to come to you with ease. You create room for what you desire to come to you naturally when you stop attempting to force the result and then give up the battle that you have been going through. I strongly recommend that you copy this and put it into practice on a regular basis. As you start to let go of the incessant urge to control and come to terms with the fact that everything is already unfolding in your favor, you will notice how easy things begin to fall into harmony. You will find that your wishes are flowing to you, and the changes that occur in your reality will seem smooth and even natural. Let go of the impulse to chase after things and instead have faith in the process. Imagine for a second that everything you have been yearning for has already materialized before to your own eyes. How would you feel if you were in that situation? What kind of feelings would you have if it were already finished? Obviously, that is not the case. There would be no cause for concern or fear in this situation. Do you think you would be checking it often to see whether it is becoming a reality? That is not something that you would consider doing at all. It is not necessary to question or look for indications of its coming, and there is no cause to be unsure or doubtful about its eventual arrival. Instead, you would have a sense of total and utter tranquility, certainty, and a sense of being firmly rooted in the reality that it has already taken place. The energy that will bring your wishes to you is the sensation of peace and conviction that you are experiencing this now. It is essential to be aware of the fact that the instant you stop seeking for evidence, stopping waiting and stopping searching, you move into the energy of already holding what it is that you want. This energy has the ability to attract the manifestation to you at a closer proximity. As soon as you stop trying to push things to happen or looking for affirmation from other people, you enter the frequency of already possessing it. At this point, you should refrain from looking for it. Stop wondering when it will happen or wondering whether it will ever come. Stop asking when it will happen. Step into a place where you understand without a doubt that it is yours. It is via this transformation in mentality that you will experience tremendous changes inside yourself. Eventually, you will become aware of a change in the way that you are feeling, and this change will be mirrored in the environment that you are surrounded by. Now that we have that out of the way, let's talk about how to keep that condition of knowing without reverting itself back to ambiguity. It is simple to get engulfed in uncertainty, particularly once you have already established the purpose. It's possible that initially you'll feel confident. It's possible that you'll tell yourself, "I am aware that it is already mine." Then, however, after a few hours or perhaps a couple of days, the small voice of doubt can start to sneak in and question, "But where is it?" This is the defining moment, the time at which success or failure will inevitably be determined. The moment you start to question, check, or wonder where it is, you are disrupting the vibe that you have worked so hard to generate. When you return to the energy of lack, it causes you to move farther away from what it is that you want. What steps can you take to ensure that this does not occur? All you need to do is give yourself permission to let go of preconceived notions about when and how. Accepting the fact that you do not know precisely when or how it will emerge is something that you need to accomplish. It is all right to do so. There are a lot of individuals that suffer at this time because they get consumed with trying to figure out how things will turn out. However, if you are able to let go of that preoccupation and fully submit, you will be able to unleash a power within yourself that will make it impossible for you to refrain from manifesting what you want. As soon as you stop worrying about when it will take place, you can demonstrate to the universe that you already have what you want. Your manifestation will become unavoidable once you let go of the demand for continuous proof and cease attempting to exert control over the time of the manifestation happening. Starting now, if you find yourself experiencing any emotions of uncertainty, You should not act on them. You should not attach yourself to the doubt. Instead, let it flow past you. It is important to refrain from reacting, pushing, and forcing anything. You will find yourself in a condition of ease, openness, and receptivity when you engage in the practice of sitting with uncertainty without giving in to it. When you reach that point, everything starts to flow toward you without any hesitation. Now, let's go on to the last phase, which will guarantee that your manifestation is successfully locked in and that it starts to flow to you. This is the time at which the majority of individuals start to fail. They start to anticipate quick outcomes after they have reached a point when they have ceased looking for anything and have established a state of knowing. They ask themselves, "I've done everything right, so where is it?" and reflect on their actions. And the very concept of "where is it" is sufficient to drag them back into the intensity of waiting for it to present itself. What you need to realize is that there is always a gap between your assumption that it already exists and reality catching up to meet that assumption. This is something that you need to comprehend clearly. The pause in time is not a delay. It's nothing more than the process of alignment. You are not being tested by the cosmos. Rather, it is aligning itself with the energy that you have released. Maintaining alignment and having faith that the manifestation will take place at the appropriate moment is the most important way to proceed. The question now is, what do you do in this last stage? Put your life to the fullest. Try to let go of your worries. Take it easy. Put an end to your anxiety over whenever or how it will occur. Keeping yourself in sync and remaining in that level of knowing is your responsibility. Once you have done so, everything will fall into place without any difficulty, and you will be granted what you have requested. And what is the most exciting part? It will not arrive in the manner that you anticipate. It will appear in a natural and effortless manner, and it will be much better than you had envisioned. Everything that you want will start to come looking for you after you have reached a state of true alignment and have stopped running after it or waiting for it. It is not about doing more that manifestation is about. Permitting is the key here. When you finally give up pursuing, checking, and waiting, things will start to fall into place without any effort on your part automatically. Asking for indicators or continuing to question the procedure is not necessary at this point. The only thing you need to do is have faith that you already possess everything you want, and the world around you will start to reflect that idea. Everything is now up to you. You have the option of continuing to engage in activities such as guessing, overthinking, and waiting, or you may choose to take no action at all. In some circumstances, the most effective thing you can do is to do nothing at all. I would like you to complete the following now. Simply put, "I let go and it flows" in the comments section to make this a reality for you instead. Declare it, have faith in it, and know it for yourself. The significance of this assertion lies in the fact that it will assist you in firmly establishing this comprehension inside your being. In the event that you found this message to be meaningful, we would appreciate it if you would give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and share it with someone who might potentially benefit from hearing it. Mainly due to the fact that there are occasions when doing nothing is just what will deliver all you want into your whole existence.